Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today, we're going to be doing another reaction to Kuro no Kiseki, the last trailer, incidentally, before the game actually releases. I think it's like the 30th of September, and I am joined by a very special guest. This is FebruaryNight, a good friend of mine.
Hey, thanks for having me on, TKN. I've been looking forward to this. It's been pretty difficult dodging any kind of talk about this for the past couple days, but I'm pretty stoked to finally watch it with you now. It's like 2.5 minutes of, like, really good stuff I've heard, so I'm ready to start watching with you.
No, I mean, I have heard as well. Like, me and Feb have basically kept completely stum on this new trailer. Like, I think it released about 2-3 days ago. We've been keeping off Twitter, we've been keeping off Facebook, all this kind of stuff, because we don't want to see anything about this trailer. We wanted to go in fully blind to it, and like you said, it's 2 minutes 40, so it's quite a lot to go over. So, without further ado, what do you say, Feb? I think it's time to have a look at this trailer.
It's time to start.
Alright, here we go.
Oh, that music.
I know, man.
From the end of Hajimari.
商売柄、俺は悪人だろうが差別はしねえ。兵ゆえだろうが良兵だろうが半グレだろうが、気は進まないが結社だろうがな。だがてめえは別だ。
Cool, are we actually in the school there? I wonder.
Oh, yeah? Oh, check that out.
That truck?
Yeah.
Just like mine. Oh, he looks like a Randy 2.0.
Yeah. Oh, we got actresses.
They're in Hollywood. Just seeing fiends in there.
Let's have a look. Oh, there she is.
Grendel Van.
Whoa.
Dude. They're fighting each other.
Whoa, what the hell?
I saw some culture.
Whoa! Did you see the top left? Did you see the top left?
I saw who that was. I saw who that was.
Oh
y'all.
my god.
She looks good. Oh, she looks so good in that form.
I know, man.
She looks so good in that form. Oh, man.
Whoa.
Damn, that's hype.
That is pretty cool, man.
That is pretty hype.
Oh, man. Okay. Well, okay. So there's our reaction. That's what we're going to be looking at, mate. My face when I saw the top left there of that fight scene, I was like, oh my god, it's her. I think we're gonna have to go back to it when we
We're gonna have definitely.
Yeah.
I didn't see the top left, but I think I saw Rija like for like a split second.
Yes.
We're gonna definitely be having to freeze on that frame.
Yeah,
'cause I want to
definitely.
see her in all her goodness.
Definitely, man.
There, when she's going up, I think that's. I'm willing to bet this is one of my points here. So when we see Agnes walking up the stairs, I don't think this is a school. I think this is her walking into his office. His office to, this is the first time. It's probably near the beginning of the game, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
When she's gonna go and ask. And I gotta say, she looks pretty good. Like, the new engine is just so amazing.
It really does look good. And I actually do think this is probably near the start of the game. I think in the synopsis before the game even, was mentioned, it was saying like Agnes goes into what was it called again? It's called like the something solutions office or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, what was it?
I honestly can't remember what it is. It's something solutions office, and and well, they get tasks done that are more grey in nature or something along those lines, and that's kind of what Van does. So yeah, I don't know what she's going for, but apparently there's like a bit of importance with this orbment she has as well, which coincidentally that orbment happens to be a replica with the Dengeki special pack, I believe. So, well, the 40th anniversary one. So, yeah. I must admit, though, I do agree with you as well. The graphic engine looks great. I mean, Trails has never looked this good. To be honest, a lot of JRPGs are getting this treatment lately, aren't they? I mean, it's not just Trails. You got Tales of Arise as well, which looks amazing too. So,
Tales looks beautiful, I've seen.
It really does. All right. So, yeah, this was the next one. The Orbal cars. I mean, when you look at Calvard now, like, we know that Orbal Vehicles and the Verne Company, they're a lot more, how can I say, advanced than, say, Erebonia and all this kind of stuff, and Crossbell with their more, I wouldn't say more archaic cars, but they're more, how can I say?
Classic.
Yeah, classic. Maybe. Yeah, the designs are more classic. I mean, this looks more sleek. It's something that you would see in, say, like the 80s or the 90s. It kind of looks
more modern, yeah.
Yeah, it makes me think of something like a Ford Ranger or something along those lines.
I was going to say, I have a blue Ford Ranger.
Do you really? You have a Ford Ranger? Yeah. Oh my god, you've literally got Van Arkride's car.
This is it. I'm going to be driving a Van's car.
You're going to drive... Oh,
hilarious.
It looks cool though, doesn't it? I mean,
it looks awesome.
I mean, I think on one of the promotional materials as well, they actually put when they covered Van's face, he was reading like a car magazine as well. So he's actually he seems to be some sort of fanatic when it comes to cars and all this kind of stuff. So I think that's a really cool character trait, to be honest, because I think a lot of blokes are into their cars. I mean, I'm into my cars, so even though I don't really have the most amazing one in the world, but
yeah, it's all theirs. It's all good.
Yeah. All right. And then, of course, we got Judith,
and then the other really cute blue-haired chick with her.
Yeah.
Pulling the whole Hollywood thing.
As for Judith, of course, she is a film star and stuff like that. I think it's pretty cool as well that, we've seen Arkansas in the Crossbell arc, and now we've got a film festival. We've got Hollywood. It's.
I was just about to say that. It's kind of neat how they're transitioning from the whole, theater is what we had in Eastern Erebonia, but as we go further west, it's more about mobile movie theaters, like they were saying in a couple of the episodes in Hajimari, and this kind of really shows that off. So yeah, this kind of reminds me more. I feel like we're getting more and more as we move west. We're coming more and more to like how real life is.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Well, moving east. Moving east. We done the west, haven't we?
East, give me.
Yeah, there you go.
I got my east and west mixed up there. My bad.
No, it's all good. It's all good, man. Like, it's a big world, isn't it? So it's hard to remember sometimes. So
3 bracers right there. I'm looking forward to that crew a lot in this game.
Sorry, let me just phrase that one there. So there we go.
Perfect.
Yeah. We'll just click on that.
Seeing Elaine look so beautiful. She looks so beautiful, y'all. And also, after what there's a lot to her. I can tell there's going to be a whole bunch to her character because of the final episode in Hajimari, the final, the Beyond the Genesis episode, the third one. She's got, I think there's some dark stuff to her. And I'm really excited to learn more about her. And also interacting with these amazing characters Bracer characters from the past, from Zen and Fee. So I'm just really hyped for this.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how the route system is going to work exactly, but if like the bracers are what we do, if we go with the light route, then I definitely want to check that one out. But then again, later on, we're going to get to Shizuna, and I want to make sure we get some of that action too.
you and everyone else, man. Like the thing is, I feel so bad for Elaine. I feel really. I mentioned it in the previous reaction video I did on the other Kuro trailer. I think it was like the second one. And Aurelia. I've got Aurelia on the brain. I've got Sword Babes on the brain, man.
Not a bad thing.
Not a bad thing at all. Elaine, like you say, Elaine looks amazing. I love her art as well. I love the actual sprite art that she has. She's got that kind of Eastern look to her. But I mean, I have a feeling that if Shizuna didn't exist, she would be the poster girl. I really do think that, because Shizuna pretty much stole all her thunder. Because Elaine, I think in any other trailer, if it was just her, she would take all of the plaudits. Apparently in terms of personality as well, she's meant to be some sort of tsundere as well. So I don't know how they're going to play that. That's going to be interesting. But like you say, to see her with Zin, especially Fee as well. I mean, Fee's all grown up now as well. I mean, she looks great. I love her design in this game. And I mean, how old should she be in this game now? 20? Is she 20 years old?
20 or 21.
20 or 21. That's so cool, man. That's so cool.
It's really neat to see her grow up from being like. Remember when we saw her in CS1? She was like practically a little baby.
Yeah, she was, right? Man. She was.
So now here she is, just fully grown adult.
That's beautiful.
This is what sets the trail series apart. Sorry, a little bit of a derailure there, but you just like to see these characters go from being so young and just growing up. Like we're experiencing this whole growth arc of all these different characters together going through it, and to just know the series that does this. Her face, man. Just whoever designed she's in a like props. She looks so freaking cool, so freaking cute. And the voice actors, the casting they voiced for her sounds pretty on point. And I really am just so excited to see what she's all about. Based on a little bit we saw in the first Beyond the Genesis episode, Hachimari. I have a feeling she's gonna be pretty like
This is something
I don't
that
know.
needed to
Just
be
the word
done.
promiscuous might be appropriate. I don't know. She's very just. She seems mischievous. That's a better word. Mischievous.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. Like that's the intent. That's the impression I was getting from the Beyond the Genesis episode. I remember I mentioned in a previous video that this is a character that I'm really looking forward to seeing. I think everyone is looking forward to seeing her. There's fan art everywhere for Shizuna at the moment. I honestly think she's going to be one of the most popular characters around because, like you say, she is quite mischievous, but she also seems like quite strong as well. Obviously, being a divine blade, I think I did mention this in the previous video, but the fact that she is mischievous as well, she probably has that serious side to her, but probably a little bit of a more playful side too, and I think people are going to really latch on to that side of her personality. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to her, and I love her design. I love the actual jacket as well. The actual like kind of white jacket that she's got. It's just sleek. It's sleek. It's cool. It's everything that I would really want from a character design in a way. I honestly think that she is the best looking character so far in terms of external design in Kuro so far.
When she's doing the same like 8 Leaves skills with her own take on them, the fact that she's wearing the garbs that she's wearing kind of accentuates, she's going powerful and the wind is blowing and you just see everything moving. It's really cool. The designer of this character, just props. Theta rays.
Yeah. So Grendel seems like a really cool concept. Like I don't know what your thoughts are about the Divine Knight battles. I don't think I ever actually asked you what your thoughts on the Divine Knight battles were. I know that Tyler from the Kiseki cast didn't like them very much. I love them. And it looks like that the Grendel fights, when Van kind of assimilates into Grendel, it seems like it's a new kind of combat mode, kind of akin to the Divine Knight. So I'm wondering if, what your take is on that.
I didn't even think about that until you said that. Like the Grendel thing would be kind of like the way that the series moves, transitions from Divine Knights to Grendel fights, if you will. Divine Knights, I liked it because it changed things up a bit. And I thought it was a good thing to have, and it made sense. I mean, who doesn't like Valibro, y'all? I mean, come on now. So these Grendel fights, also, I kind of see it being like I have a feeling it's gonna be like a similar kind of relationship between the two, right? For Van and this guy here, maybe if it's two beings at all, if it's one and the same. I'm curious to learn about it, and I'm all for it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like, obviously, Valimar and Reen were more like partners and stuff, but I don't know if Grendel, again, is just some sort of spirit that is, like, linked to him. Who knows? But, it looks awesome, man. People were saying, like, it gives some Kamen Rider kind of feel, or Power Rangers kind of feel. I like it, personally. I know that some people are, big on the fact that we're kind of going into more ridiculous territory sometimes as the series progresses, but I like it. I really do. I think it looks sick. And
it was really good.
Yeah. And I mean, he's not the only one, is he? He's not the only one. There are other characters. I think we're going to mention one a bit later on.
Just seeing him move while we're fighting like this is really, really cool to see him. Like, it's like superhuman speed.
I know. Yeah, he does look sick. He really does. When I look at him there, he looks like one of those, the Ikaruga from the Beyond the Genesis episode. He does look kind of similar, doesn't he?
A little bit there, yeah.
Like the kind of look to him and stuff. At least from the still image we saw. I think there are possibly some more images that were released in some of the Kuro news this past week or something like that. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I don't know. I'm just getting some feelings on that.
I'm curious to see that when this fight happens in the story.
Yeah, I mean, like, is it some sort of misunderstanding, as JRPGs so often do, or Aaron does look like a cool character. He does look interesting, and I think there was a little area a bit earlier on where it seemed like he was in some sort of, I couldn't really tell. It looked like some sort of acting role or something along those lines. A bit earlier in the video, I don't know. He looked like he was wearing something kind of like Kabuki. They kind of wear those costumes and stuff like that, but that, I don't know, I couldn't really tell too much from like that image that I saw, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Aaron's all about as well.
Absolutely. I'm really looking forward to it. He's probably the one I'm looking forward to the most when it comes to the male characters. He just reminds me of, he has a lot of Randy in him, feels like, and I'm a big fan of Randy, so for sure.
Yeah, well, you and me both, man. I think everyone's a fan of Randy. I don't think anyone doesn't like Randy, so and for good reason as well.
What's the deal here? Who is this chick, and who is that culture-looking thing she's using? I mean, hello,
culture doll, culture doll, man. Like, I don't know. It looks a bit weird, doesn't it? Like, it's. Is this character part of the society or something? I have no idea, to be honest. But the thing is, we're moving into a land now which has a lot of different groups in it. Obviously, we know that Sharon, for example, is part of the Moonlight Horse, or was part of the Moonlight Horse, the Order of the Moonlight Horse, which is like an assassin group. And what's his name? Is it Emperor? Emperor
from the organization.
Yeah, from the organization. He mentions the Order of the Moonlight Horse. And maybe this is another character from one of those orders or one of those assassin groups, potentially. Or maybe it is another Ouroboros enforcer. And maybe another Ouroboros enforcer, or possibly an Anguis. I don't know. Looks interesting. Looks a bit... looks quite, how can I say, important to the plot.
I mean, when you got the designers putting this much effort into it, they're important. Yeah,
definitely. And I mean, obviously the Bodacious Angel to help out as well. So, yeah, you know it's important.
Indeed.
Sorry, guys, we're really showing our culture here, but, sometimes you can't help it, I can't get it just right, but I think this alone will give an idea. Like, I was looking up here. I was looking in the top left.
She's got her... Hold on, is she wearing like a mask over her face a little bit there?
She is. She's wearing a mask, so she's probably still, how can I say, disguising herself for the jobs that she does, but...
Interesting.
But she just doesn't disguise herself as a bloke anymore, maybe. Because obviously I think it kind of suppresses her power. Suppresses her real strength. I think that's what Shirley said to her in Asia. So maybe it's kind of what she's doing at the moment. But I wasn't looking at the picture. I was looking at the top left, and I was like, oh my god, up there on the top left, there she is.
No, she looks so good.
Yeah.
She looks so good here. I'm like really hyped to play whatever route she's on. Whatever route she's on is the route I'm going to do first. Yeah. But I kind of suspect that she's probably on the darker route, just because she's with Sal. Look, I see Sal in the support party. It looks like.
Yeah. And the thing is, you see Sal there. It looks like we can play as Sal as well. He's got a health bar.
Well, remember how in the older games, how Sal had or not just Sal, but any support character that had health bars didn't necessarily mean we could play as them. So, but I am curious if we can play as them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true, actually, yeah. Well, we'll see what happens and stuff like that. I personally think Sal's a pretty cool character, so it'll be interesting to see if he is usable, but yeah.
Who dat?
Oh, I did see this before. I think it's the Golden Butterfly. I think it's the Golden Butterfly. Okay. Because I remember this was mentioned in Kuro news like maybe about 2 weeks ago or something like that, and I think it is the Golden Butterfly. I could be wrong there, to be honest, but I think she does have a name as well, but I honestly can't remember it because I haven't really been keeping up to date with the Kuro news lately. But she looks cool.
She just caught my eye. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry, mate. I appreciate it.
Oh, and hold on. Is that the guy with the orange hair? That's
Walter.
Walter.
Yeah.
So Walter's in on this, whatever it is. So maybe it's Ouroboros.
Essentially, yeah. Well, I mean, like, it makes sense that Walter's with them. I mean, if we got the golden butterfly here, and maybe the one in the interesting coat. I mean, what is that? Purple? It's like a purple fur coat or something like that. I don't know.
He's flamboyant.
It is very flamboyant. He could be like an Anguis or something like that. Who knows? But maybe the Thousand Oathbreaker. I'm not so sure, but you know, it'll be interesting to see.
Seeing Agnes like reaching out to Van like this, I have a feeling that they're gonna have a strong bond here. We'll see how far that bond goes.
Yeah, I tell you what, I hope it doesn't. I hope it doesn't go into romance, because I think she's 16 years old in these games. I think she's 16 and Van is about 24. I think
Van's a bit older now. Like before, when we had the high school, when everybody was in high school, that's different. You know, like Reen and Co. Everybody's around the same age, but the difference between the age of these two is pretty big.
It's a big gap. It is definitely
big.
It's a big gap between the two of them. I don't know. I have a feeling maybe like a brother-sister kind of relationship. Maybe that's what it will extend to, kind of like Reen Altina. But my God, if it goes into if it goes into romance, I'm not so sure. Like when it came to Tita and Agate, for example, when they really pushed that relationship in Cold Steel 3 and 4, I was like, oh my God, please make it stop. I think I'll be exactly the same with this if this happened. So
I'll just choose one of the other options, because I have a feeling there's going to be other options.
Yeah,
there's too many options. There's too many amazing looking ladies in this.
Oh yeah,
I'm really hyped for.
I mean, they're taking the bonding events aren't really here anymore, but we have like obviously the different, how can I say, alignments or something along those lines, and whether that's going to affect like the whole story or something like that, or parts of the story. I know that it's meant to impact parts of it.
It could be a surprise though. Like they could divert it on purpose in a way that like makes you want to play all three. I don't know if you played AI, right? Like you get to see all of the stuff just to see like and then the trend makes sense after seeing all the different ways that it could have gone. Kind of thing. Like I can see them trying to pull something like that, especially since we're dealing with the Septarian of time here, right? So they could really mess with stuff up with the story here, even with different routes.
Yeah, I mean, that could make sense actually. I mean, I'm not so sure what Septarian we're going to be dealing with. I mean, like you say, time makes sense. I don't even know what we've got left. Possibly, yeah.
I'm just saying that it's a possible thing. I don't know. I haven't been told by Kondo that we're doing this Septarian time, but it's a possibility. Yeah,
we're taking it as it goes and stuff like that. I mean, time makes sense. I mean, we've done what have we done? We've done fire, we've done earth, we've done space, we've done mirage. So we've now got time, and then there's two others as well, isn't there? So yeah, it makes sense and stuff like that. Then, like you say, they can do some crazy shenanigans with time. I mean, Falcon definitely have it within them. So.
Okay, this right here. Oh my goodness. Okay, this moves Judith up in my waifu rankings. She looks so badass in this. Like, look at this outfit. Look how she's swinging into a building. Like, come on, y'all. Come on.
I know.
I understand that Judith's standing now.
I mean, the thing is, it's like.
Looks so good.
It does look good. It does look good, and it makes me think as well that it's probably related to Grendel as well. She probably has like a Grendel of her own, so to speak, which is probably why she's got this kind of costume, because it doesn't look like something that you would just put on from your wardrobe or something like that. It looks. So I think in the previous trailer she kind of melded into the suit, and the thing is, it's so obvious it's her. I don't know if Falcon were intentionally trying to disguise her, or they're just not very good at disguising characters. But it is so obvious it's Judith, like you say, anyway. And she does look cool. I am looking forward to seeing what she does in the game, especially if she's going to be doing stuff like this. As a famous thief, taking Blue Blanc's thunder, so to speak.
Just a little bit there, yeah, for sure.
Nah, that's cool. But yeah, that is the trailer, guys. Had a great. I'm so glad I saw it blind as well, especially doing it with Feb as well. Going through this with a fellow Kiseki fan who is also a mega fan, like most of us. Yeah, I mean, releasing on the 30th of September, guys. I mean, are you looking forward to it, Feb?
I think that's putting it mildly there. I'm really hyped for this. I'm really excited to see where Falcom Takes the Trail series going forward, with this is the start of the second half of the series, essentially, is what we're pretty much the idea I'm getting from Falcom on this. The new engine looks really good. The combat just looks just phenomenal. The fact that we can switch between the two at will. If we just want to play the whole game in turn-based, I can. Or if I'm just getting kind of bored, I feel like just, playing a little bit faster, then I can try out the action. Also, I heard a little bit of the soundtrack. For there's a different soundtrack. Well, it's the same soundtrack, but it has a different instrumentation to it if you're in turn-based or if you're in action mode.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's actually really cool.
I did not know that. I did not know that. No, that's news to me. That's cool.
Yep. And a lot of the soundtrack is sounding really good. I'm really looking forward to the whole experience of this.
I have to agree. I think from what I've heard of the soundtrack so far, it does sound very good. And I must admit, like, maybe this is just my pessimism coming out, but I was worried after East 9 and Trails into Reverie, or Hajimari no Kiseki, whatever you want to say. I was worried about the future quality of the OSTs going forward, because even though they were still good OSTs, I felt that there were just a lot more duds than usual. But no, from what I've heard of Kuro so far, everything just sounds really good. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing it. Really looking forward to getting the limited edition as well, the Dengeki special pack. I mean, you're getting that as well, aren't you, Feb?
Absolutely, I shelled out the $200 and some. So, but I'm looking forward to it. Absolutely, the 40th anniversary bonuses that come with it are really neat, and I'll be happy to add them to my collection.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel I got the same one as you. I mean, you got a Ford Ranger, of course you're going to be shelling out a bit more on it and stuff like that, aren't you? But no, it does look cool, and I really can't wait. Not very long now, and hopefully we'll get the chance to play it with a spreadsheet, but it's purely on Zero Field, and it's purely on the man himself. I mean, Feb, you were part of the Zero Field team for Reverie, weren't you?
That's right. I did text capturing and marketing.
That's it.
And also, of course, the subtitle playthrough on my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
But Kuro is still continuing still deciding on that, so stay tuned on Zero Field for that if you guys are looking forward to having a spreadsheet for Kuro.
Yeah, cool. All right. Well, guys, that is all we're going to be doing today. I mean, that was quite a hefty reaction, I must say, because I mean, it was 2 hours 40 minutes. Of course, it was going to be. But Feb, do you want to tell these fine people where they can find you?
Sure thing. TK, and again, thank you so much for having me on. This is actually a lot of fun. We got to do this again sometime.
Yeah.
But y'all can find me mainly. I stream on Twitch on Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. FebruaryNight 4, all one word. And then my YouTube videos where I have all of the currently I have all of Hajimari up there right now with English subtitles, courtesy of the Zero Field team. FebruaryNight, 2 words. And you can find me on Twitter at FebruaryNight 4, all one word. And I'll give a Discord link for my Discord where we talk about all things Trails, Persona. We watch anime together. You can find me there, and I'll give that to TK, and you can pop that in like the description or something.
Yeah, of course, will do, mate. Will do. Thank you very much for joining, mate. It was great, and like I say, I mean, it was great having you along. In the future as well. I mean, we'll have to get Lady involved in one of these as well. We'll all have to kind of react together. I think that'd be sick.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah. So we'll have to make it happen, mate. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you next week for part 3 of the Cold Steel 3 and 4 community ranking, where we're going to be going over the top 10. So yeah, see you later.
Y'all take care. Cheers, y'all.